Hi guys, and welcome to my teen reads video or YA reads video. So these are books that I've read personally recently or have come out recently that I was super excited about. The very first book is The Life and Times, Medieval Times of Kit Sweetly by Jamie Pacton. This came out May 5th, and I think when it came out, I gave it 4 stars. I loved this book because it was a debut novel, and I thought it was done really, really well as a teen read. It is about a girl who is a kitchen wench at a medieval times restaurant, and she just wants to be the knight, and she knows she's strong enough and brave enough to be a knight, but only the guys can play knight. So at one point, her brother kind of bails out, and she dresses up and is the knight, and she takes off her helmet, and she has her moment of glory. But after that, she's like, no, women should be able to be knights. And then the restaurant manager is like, no, this is company policy. And so she has a bit of battle of wills against him, a little bit of teen romance in there thrown in. But I thought the book overall was just exceptionally well done. And I thought it was like a good workplace drama. It's very addictive. There's like kind of a lot going on. It kind of goes through really, really fast. The romance does not back it down at all. It's kind of in the background very much so. And so yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. I was very surprised this is a debut novel, and it was really cool. The book is Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. This came out January 21st, 2020. And I also gave this one 4 stars. This was also a debut novel, and I was really surprised about it. But Tweet Cute by Emma Lord, this was also a really fun book. I've collected this one already, but this one is about a young girl. This came out early, yeah, so January. This is about a young girl who tweets for her mom's like burger empire, and then this guy who works for like his local deli. They get a Twitter war because he says that their company took over a recipe. You go through this whole thing. They go to school together. They know each other, but they do this like online Twitter war. It's a really fun book. I was really surprised that this was also a debut novel. And you find out a lot about their families, which I really like. And it's in like the boroughs, I believe, in New York. Or maybe not the boroughs, but it's based in New York, so they're very close proximity there. And I also had a lot of fun with this one. And the names in this one, I can't believe I didn't mention that. Their names are Pepper and Jack, so Pepper Jack, and it just, oh, adorable. The next book was The Upside of Falling by Alex Light. This came out February 18th of 2020, so back in February. I also gave this one 4 stars. This is about Becca and Brett. Becca gets teased by her best friend about not ever having like a boyfriend, but she's a romantic, so she's been waiting and she's been over it. And so she just says it, like, I have a boyfriend. And then Brett steps in and helps her. He's a football player who doesn't have time to have a relationship or anything, and people are on him sometimes too. So he steps up for her and says that he is her boyfriend. It is a fake relationship trope, but I actually enjoyed it because a lot of those ones, they're too pushed together or too shoved, and I don't really like them. This book was so easy to read, so wholesome, so this book, I think I gave it 4 stars just because it was so fast, so quick, so easy to read. There's nothing really significant that happens in the book. It is called The Upside of Falling. But yeah, it's a fake relationship trope where they're shoved together, but then they actually get to know each other and find out they really do like each other. But that one is probably the easiest of all the books I read to read. And then book number 4 was Together at Midnight by Jennifer Castle. This is the only one that I think came out a little bit ago in 2018, but it like stuck up on me and I hadn't heard about it, but it's definitely a bit of a holiday read, quite fun. About a girl named Kendall and Max. I believe Kendall's in some kind of relationship outside of this, but they meet and they stumble on like they start a competition of how to be nice and how hard it is actually to be nice and do kind things for people. So they start a competition for that. It brings them together at New Year's. It's over the course of only a couple days when there's a winter storm in New York City. Another New York book apparently. But it was surprisingly really, really good, and I had fun with it. I definitely collected this one. I thought it was a good holiday reads and a recommendation for holiday reads. But it was fun. It was surprisingly good. It kind of stuck under the radar there. This one is a few years old, but I really, really enjoyed it and I would highly recommend it as a teen read. Ones are also a few years old, but I've heard a lot of things about them. But for whatever reason, I wasn't into YA or teen fantasy at the time. But then I went ahead and picked both of them up because I absolutely loved the first one. And I had so much fun with them, and I can't believe I didn't read them earlier. But they are The Daughter of the Pirate King and A Daughter of the Siren Queen. So she was born from a Siren Queen and a Pirate King. The Pirate King is like rules the Caribbeans basically in this land, and he rules all the ships and they have to do everything he says. And then she's doing his bidding in the first one. She sneaks onto a ship to find a treasure map. And then the second one, she gets to know her mother for the first time. So I do like the family full circle in these books, but it is very easy, fast-paced fantasy. So, which you don't always get, but you still get everything. I think the world building was still really done well. She is part siren, which is really fun. There is a bit of a romance in this book, and it does play to the background, I believe, though, of the adventures. There is something turning at like every point in this book. There's a huge adventure book plus fantasy. So like every chapter there's something new and something going on. This girl is very mischievous and very strong-willed. She owns her own ship. She's definitely kind of like growing up, but I absolutely enjoyed them and loved them, and I hope you guys will too if you guys check them out. And those are all for my teen reads. I hope you guys enjoyed them and found something you would like to read as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys next time. Bye!